6 comparison operators, and they split into 2 groups. Less than or equal, greater than and greater than or equal handle ordering. Double equals and exclamation mark equals read that as not equal handle equality. Nothing surprising in what they mean. What is worth pausing on is what they produce. C has no dedicated Boolean result type for these. Every one of them yields an ordinary int, which is 1 when the comparison holds and 0 when it does not. Never anything else. Not -1, as some older languages used, not an arbitrary non-zero value. Exactly 1 or exactly 0. That is why the printf on the first line prints the digit 1, and the second prints 0. It also means you can do arithmetic on comparisons, which is occasionally genuinely useful. Adding up a run of comparisons counts how many were true. But mostly it matters because it explains the first of the 3 traps on the next slide, which only makes sense once you know that a comparison is a number. In mathematics you write a less than b less than c and everyone knows what you mean. In C that expression is legal, compiles without complaint, and means something else entirely. Relational operators are left associative, so it groups as open bracket a less than b, close bracket, less than c. The inner comparison is evaluated first and produces 1 or 0, a number as we just established. That number is then compared against c. So if a really is less than b, you end up asking whether 1 is less than c, which for almost any sensible c is true. And if a is not less than b, you ask whether 0 is less than c, which is also usually true. The condition is very nearly always true and it has nothing to do with what you meant. The correct form is on the second line, 2 separate comparisons joined with logical and. Write out both halves, name b twice, and the meaning is exactly what it looks like. 2 more, both of which we have met before and both of which are worth repeating because they never stop catching people. Comparing 2 strings with double equals compiles, runs, and is almost always wrong. A string in C is a pointer to its first character, so that comparison asks whether the 2 pointers hold the same address, whether they are literally the same string in memory, not whether they spell the same thing. 2 separate buffers both containing the word hello compare as unequal. The correct tool is strcmp from string.h, which walks the characters and returns 0 when they match. Note that carefully, 0 means equal, which reads backwards until you get used to it. And the third trap is the floating point 1 from chapter 5. Comparing a double with double equals asks for exact bit equality, and arithmetic that should mathematically land on 0.1 usually lands a hair away from it. Subtract, take the absolute value with f_ams, and compare against a small tolerance you can justify.